This is Becky Lukovich at Bella Travel Planning. So all the cool kids are doing Facebook Live. And so all my friends said, just do it, just do it. So here we go. So tomorrow I leave for Greece. Eek! And as always, I'm a last minute packer, but luckily I travel enough where I have it down, hopefully like a science. So I thought today I would just share with you what's in my bag. What do I carry on, and what are some of my packing strategies? So hope you enjoy this. It's a little early, or at least for me. So so let's get started. So first thing is the bag that I carry on. So I don't like to schlep like two rolly bags. So I check one, and if I have to, I will if it's a really long trip or something like that. But usually I like to have just like a shoulder bag and then maybe something else. So I haven't decided, even though I'm leaving tomorrow, which one. But so I either carry something like this, and what I like about this guy is he has little pockets, little zipper pockets, so when I'm touring I can put the cash in there and zip it up and that type of thing, and it sits like right under my arm, and then it's easily accessible when I travel, because there's nothing worse. I like a window seat, and there's nothing worse than having to elbow your seatmate and go, hey, can I get my stuff up there, and the seatbelt light may be on and all that jazz. So it's a little annoying. Or I may bring this little cutie, this little cute shiny Coach bag, because the girl just needs a little bit of shine. So kind of same deal. It's not quite as big, which is why I haven't quite decided yet. So, but it still has lots of pockets. It has room for my big DSLR camera, which I never travel without, and then all the little things that I carry. So what else do I carry? So I have this little cutie bag that has my necessities, and this was made by the chickadee at Red Thread Designs. She makes cute little travel bags with little zippers, and it's very convenient. I just keep everything pretty much for my plane in this guy. Things like a sleep mask. This one is coordinated. Sometimes I like the bigger ones like this. So the sleep mask, it has a little pocket, although I'm not really sure why there's a pocket on there, but maybe you could just say, hey, I need a whatever, I don't know. But anyway, but I like this because it has a little roll on the inside as well. But this one is super cute and stylish, so I kind of like it too, because it's just kind of fun. So anyway, so I have my sleep mask, and I like the sleep mask because it helps me sleep on the plane after a couple glasses of wine and 2 movies tops. I can put that on, and it's my ritual, and getting sleep on the plane it's all about the ritual, those types of things. So at least it helps me get a few cat naps here and there. So also what I have, of course, you have to have hand cream, and then lip stuff. I love the Burt's Bees because it's a little tingly, and this one has a little bit of color because the air in the plane tends to be very drying. So so I like to have those. And then these little cutie, you can get them at Target, Walmart, wherever. But they're soothing facial wipes, so it helps get the makeup off your face, because it's kind of that thing. It's like, okay, my face feels grungy, but do you want to go to the go up and wait and go to the bathroom area, which is kind of gross, and then trying to figure out how to wash your face, and the sink's gross and all that. And so having some little makeup remover wipes or just cooling, soothing wipes are very, very helpful. Also, I bring my own tea because I'm a tea drinker, and usually the tea that people have is kind of me. So, and then also my own little earbuds, of course. These days they still, you don't have to use the airline ones. You can just plug them into the thing and listen to movies and that type of thing. Also in my bag, this is my new thing, compression socks. So the girl here, her feet swell when you're on a flight, especially the international flights, and my ankles look like little sausages by the time we land, and it takes a couple days. So all the cool kids have, as my fabulous friend Renee Wilmoth and I say, cankle spanks, to hold in everything and to keep everything from swelling as much. So I'm going to try it on this international flight. Haven't done that yet, but I'm going to see. But hopefully this will keep Becky's feet from being little sausages and not being able to get in her shoes. And speaking of shoes, on the plane, I'm gonna wear these guys. It's fall, yay, fall. So so I can wear more kind of boot things. Even though we're going to Greece, it's gonna be like 70, mid 70s is the high. And so it's Greece, but you know, I still, you know, we're gonna be walking and touring and that kind of thing. So I'm gonna have this and then another pair of flats. But what I like about these is these are a little, just a smidgy big, not too big on me, but big enough. And then they're easy to slip on and off. And so when my feet swell, they'll still go back on my feet and I'm not limping around the airport and all that jazz. Also, I don't have it with me, but I also a lot of times have like kind of a pair of just, you know, throwaway kind of socks kind of thing to put on my feet. So if I need to get up and walk around or do something, you know, I have something to put on my feet so I'm not wearing my socks that I'm going to put back in my shoes because that's just kind of gross. So anywho, also, I love a long charging cord. It's helpful both on the plane, but also when you go to the hotel. A lot of times the hotels, you know, you got to search around for the plugs and all that jazz. And, you know, with those little bitty shorty things, a lot of times you can't have your phone nearby. And if you're like me, you're kind of addicted. So I need my phone close because it's my alarm too. And then speaking of charging, I also like to have a power bank because, you know, on those long flights, not every flight yet has plug-ins at the seat. Some more and more are doing that, but they all don't. So a power bank helps for those times where your phone runs out of juice, your iPad or whatever, or when you're touring, you know, because sometimes when you're on a different system, your phone just like, zzz, you know, zaps up all its energy and everything. So, so anyway, so the power bank is very helpful. I used to carry like one like this, and I like this guy because he'll fit in my purse. So when I'm touring, I can just plug in, and it seems to give me like a charge and a half, 2 charges, something like this. But this one is a little more durable, holds a little more charge. So I'm bringing this one on this time. Also, make sure in your bag that you have plenty of cash. You know, you don't want to be the one who the doorman, not that I know from experience, but the doorman comes and, or the bellman, and, you know, he comes and then he, you know, puts your bags there and does all this amazing stuff and shows you your room and how to work things. And you're like, holy cow, I just, you know, used my last $1, or I only have like a 20 or whatever. So make sure you have ones. And since I'm going to Europe, make sure you have euros. So I'm asked a lot, can we tip and pay for things in American dollars? And no. So it'd be kind of like, you know, if someone gave you a tip, or like your kid a tip, say they worked at a restaurant or you or whatever, you know, and they gave you, you know, a Canadian dollar or a euro, and you're like, well, that's all fine and great, but what am I going to do? Go to the bank and go, can you change these 5 euros into dollars? So don't do that. You know, make sure you get euros. If you don't have any, I tend to have some left over from my trips because I go at least once a year, sometimes 2 or 3 times a year. You can, of course, you can change them at your bank, but the best way is to use your ATM at the airport and get currency that way. A lot of times it's in bigger bills, so, you know, try to maybe get some coffee or whatever. But, or if you have friends who have some, you know, cash laying around, some euros, see if you can buy some off of them. And then, of course, you know, I have my little cutie passport holder. I like it because it's blue and I can find it. I used to just keep the passport in, but because it's dark, a lot of times me and my, you know, I don't have enough sleep and all that, I'm like searching for the passport and everything. And so this blue has really helped me a lot. Also, when I go to Europe, I like to have a little change purse. Because in Europe, you have the €1 that are coins, the €2 that are coins. You're going to have so many coins, and they add up. So it's kind of nice to have a little change purse here. So that said, let's see, what else do I have in my bag? The other thing that I put in my bag is, see this is like bandage tape. I like bandage tape because it helps me with my blisters. And again, because my feet swell on the plane and when you're touring and all that, you know, your feet just kind of get hot and swollen, and sometimes shoes kind of rub or whatever. And so this, anytime I get like a hot spot, like a little owie spot, this goes really well. This works. You just kind of throw that on there. And unlike a Band-Aid, sometimes when I have a blister, like on the back of my heel, Band-Aids will, you know, so it's like, well, you know, it's all smushed up and everything. And this kind of sticks really well. And it's pretty flat. You can also use it to put on the inside of the shoe. So say, you know, in my shoe, if I've got like right there is rubbing or whatever, I can put that like right there. So it's very, very, very handy dandy. So now, what else do I have? Oh, a flashlight. So I used to kind of laugh at people who would say, oh, make sure you carry a little flashlight. So last time I was in Burgundy, my girlfriend and I were looking for the key for the villa, and we can't find it, and it's dark and all that kind of stuff. And so we're like, if only we had a little flashlight. So this is teeny tiny, and it can just go in your bag. And if, you know, you're looking for something, even in your purse, can't find the passport, use the light. And if you're kind of older like me, you know, you can use it to help read a menu. So, also makeup. Okay, ladies. So it is so easy to take every eyeshadow color on the face of the planet with you because, well, it goes with this outfit and whatever, or at least I do. So, so really pare down your eyeshadow and your colors to just a few. You still want to look cute, but you know, don't take the, you know, entire big bag, because if your makeup bag is this big, here's what I'm thinking. If your makeup bag is this big, that is room enough for another bottle of wine. So take a small one and take another bottle of wine back home. Just a pro tip. Okay, so next, this isn't in my carry-on, but this is in my bag. So I have found on Amazon these little cutie little toiletry holders. They weren't very expensive, and then they have some that, I should have brought it down here, but they have some that twist off too, that are like this big, that you can put like, you know, lotions or stuff in, but they squeeze, because there's nothing worse than taking my good shampoo and you're in that little hard-sided bottle and you're trying to get it out, and it, you know, it's just a mess, and then it goes everywhere. So these, they're very soft, and then you just open them and then you can squeeze out. And then they also, I don't know, can you see? I don't know if you can see it, but they also have like names. So this says shampoo and like this one will say conditioner, and it's just a little thing that rolls, like it rolls through, well, in theory. I did it before, but anyway, but it rolls through like some different names, so you can use them, so you can actually mark what's in there, because you might remember this trip, but next trip you might go, oh, what's in there? So very handy dandy. For Europe, of course, they have a different electrical voltage system, so it's best to have an adapter converter. These days, oh, like your iPad, your iPhone, and all those, they will be dual voltage, but not everything will do that. So I like this one because this one, for a couple reasons. First of all, it's pretty easy to use. And second of all, it has a little thing for a lot of different countries, so we can do lots of different configurations. Whoops, and that. So, and then it also has like a USB charger there. But actually what I really dig about this thing is that a lot of times in Europe, those outlets, they're recessed. And so I found myself having to do like a second adapter to get it in that area. And so this actually comes out enough to where it's recessed. Also, I like to bring, see this little power strip thing? It's a little travel power strip. It has three little doohickeys on there. So that's helpful if you need to charge a few things at once. And so I just hook this into there, and then I can just charge everything, and I don't have to bring, you know, 3 adapters anymore. Also, there's kind of this guy that well, somebody gave me, so, but I'm sure you can buy one. But it's like a multiple port little doohickey. Also, this time what I'm going to bring is I'm going to bring a handy dandy steamer. Now, usually I'm not one to bring extra stuff. And again, it's the size of a wine bottle. But, you know, I keep hearing all the cool kids talk about, oh, I just use the steamer to steam my clothes. And me, I'm like wrinkled. And so it's like, okay. So I do have meetings and things with hoteliers and tour suppliers. So I kind of need to look a little put together and not quite so travel-y, wrinkly. And so I'm going to take the steamer. I'm going to see if I like it, see if I actually use it. So stay tuned about that. Jewelry. Okay, so this is what I am taking with me. So see, I've got these two little bracelets. They could be casual. They could be more dressy. I could take one off if I wanted. I used to be in the mindset of, you know, bring fewer things and then more accessories. But the reality is what happens is I have tons of really cute accessories in the safe the entire trip, and I might wear 2. So I am putting the kibosh on the taking of the extra accessories. I'm going to take a couple bangles, you know, these guys, and probably a couple of things, a couple earrings or something, and then I'm just going to be done and not carry as much. And then again, more weight for wine. Speaking of wine, I love these things. Okay, so they come in different kinds. There's like bottle bubble, there's wine skins. These right here are excellent for bringing back wine. They have the little bubble wrap in there, and you can reuse them. You just stick your, this is for later, you can stick your wine bottle in there. In theory, you can stick your wine bottle in there, close it up, and then it's a little more protected. It also works really well for olive oil. Olive oil, you know, if you're in Italy, you're bringing back limoncello, you know, that type of thing. Also, what I do then is I love these jumbo Ziploc bags. So I put my sandals, my shoes, anything with sand in them, anything if I'm hiking, that kind of thing. You know, swimsuits, something that's wet. You don't want it to get everything else wet. But also, these bad boys will hold, and I kid you not, see, there's one bottle of wine. They will hold 2. So what I do is I put like the bottles in there, and then sometimes I Ziploc them or even double Ziploc them. So if something happens, they're not going to get all over my suitcase. And then of course there's all other, you know, I always bring like some gallon size, and of course you need your obligatory little quart size Ziploc there. So what else do I have? Oh, what am I going to wear? Okay, so, hold on. Ignore that sound of me tripping on my purse. So, tomorrow, I've got this just little cutie little dress here. It's perfect for plane travel because it's comfy. It's relatively cute. You know, it's got the little ruffle there. I don't have anything, hopefully, that's going to set off like TSA, get a pat down. I always get a pat down. I think it's because I'm blonde. But anyway, so I got this. It'll look cute with the boots, and then it won't look awful with my cankle spanks on. So I've got this guy, and then I always bring with me a pashmina. It's great for the plane. It's also good for touring and being at night, especially Greece. It's going to be cold. Or not cold, it's going to be chilly in the evening, but you know, it just kind of makes kind of a, you know, nice little something there, you know, when you're a little bit cold on the plane, which I'm always cold unless I'm hot and having a hot flash, and then I get cold again. So, but it, you know, you can use it as a little blankety kind of thing, so that kind of works. I also bring a jacket. And it's last minute because I'm leaving tomorrow, but I haven't decided. So I may wear my Rockstar jean jacket, which it's cute. I like it. Or I'm probably going to go with this guy. So I like to have a jacket. I try not to take, If I have to take 2, I will. But I try to take, you know, 1, 2 tops, because jackets take up a lot of room and a lot of weight. It's kind of like shoes. Shoes do the same thing. So I'm going to do the same thing with shoes. Just try to take a couple of pair. I know I'm gone for 12 days. But, you know, like a cute pair and a comfy pair, and then maybe one other something. You know, I'm going to have some meetings with hoteliers and that kind of thing. So this gray one will be a little more appropriate, and it's a little lighter. I kind of like that, but it can go in, you need something that's going to go in the evening and during the day. But, you know, 2 tops. And then also I'm going to, all right, let me show you what else I got. So I've got this dress. Now, it is a pattern, let me tell you. And so the bad thing about taking something like this with the pattern is you may not want to wear it more than once. And I usually try to have like a two-time rule when I travel. You know, I want to wear it twice. But if I pair it with a jacket or something else, and I think I can get away with it. But what I like about it is it doesn't wrinkle, and then you can roll it into the teeny tiny ball. And so again, more room for wine, more weight for wine. It's extremely lightweight, and it's cute on. It's a wrap dress. So, you know, after, you know, several Grecian meals, you know, it's still gonna look okay. It's not gonna be too tight. I'm also taking a swimsuit, and so it's Greece. I know we're going to go out on a boat, and they say, oh, you can wear a swimsuit and cover up, but the reality is it's going to be maybe like 76, 78 degrees, maybe 80. So it might be a little chilly, but I have a rule. I always bring a swimsuit, even if I think I'm never going to use it, because you never know. So you might end up with a spa day, and you can, you know, have some time there at the spa, you know, and you're going to want your suit, or, you know, you end up getting, you know, stuck at the airport for a day or two. And you've got a hotel and there's nothing to do, so why not go to the pool? So I always bring a swimsuit. Leggings. I like leggings over jeans. Again, they don't take up a lot of space. They don't have a lot of weight. Sometimes jeans can look really cute on and wear. Again, I'm meeting with people. But also, though, you know, jeans are heavy, and you know, they take up a lot of space, and they take up a lot of weight. And then these are very versatile. So, you know, I can pair it with like a jacket. I can pair it with like a drapey something, that type of thing. And then of course, they'll look cute with those little boots I've got too. And then of course, I'm going to bring a pair of white ones as well, because I'm Southern, and that's what we wear. We wear lots and lots and lots of white pants. That's kind of the Southern uniform. Let's see. Oh, my little DSL camera. I don't go anywhere without it. It takes the best pictures, but if I were to have to leave it at home, that would be totally fine. And then also I have a little Bluetooth keyboard for my iPad. And so I like the Bluetooth keyboard because then I can actually type. When I travel, I'm not going to take my my laptop with me, so it's easier to do emails and things like that. And I'm going to blog this time. While I'm traveling, I'm going to do it. I've said it. It's public. I'm going to do it. So anyway, but that's really helpful just to have a little keyboard to use. So all that said, I think I've kind of gone through everything. But remember, the one thing, your one takeaway, besides pack light, pack smart, that type of thing, the one thing to remember is, you know, yes, you're traveling. Yes, you want to be comfortable. Yes, you know, you want to, you know, not feel like your clothes are binding or whatever. But, you know, remember, you can be comfortable on your trip, but vacation photos last forever. They last forever. So, you know, don't sacrifice cute for comfort, because your grandkiddos and people like the next generation and generation after that are going to look at that and go, what the heck was she wearing? They sure dressed schlumpy then. No, I want them to go, oh, Mimi Becky, oh my gosh, she was just fabulous when she was in Greece. Look at her. Look at what she's wearing. So, comfort is great, but just remember to look cute. So, anyway, well, thank you for joining for my first ever little Facebook Live thing. And then make sure you follow me for Greece on my pictures on Instagram and on Facebook on Bella. And then have a great day. Bye.